Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to enroll multiple students in a school that you've just onboarded into Cosine. Instead of enrolling students one after the other, you get a chance to enroll them in batches so you can save time and work more effectively. Um, this video has two sections. The first part is going to address how to structure the Excel spreadsheet and export it as a CSV file to be imported into Cosine. And the second part will be focused on how to import the file, map the feeds against column titles, and finalize the enrollment. So this should be quick, and let's get into it. Okay, when onboarding a school, you're going to be required to enroll your students most of the times. And if you're onboarding a school for the first time, there's going to be a lot of students to enroll all at once. This is how you can format the spreadsheet, because most schools already have their student record in a spreadsheet. They probably use Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, anyone. Now, if you ask for those spreadsheets, you need to focus on individual classrooms. Usually they don't have the spreadsheets compiled in one very big spreadsheet. They don't have all the students' details compiled in one very big spreadsheet. So you want to ask for classroom specific spreadsheets. So let's say this spreadsheet here is a record of all the nursery 1A students. You can name it however you want, as long as you remember it when you need to upload it. So there are columns, obviously. The first row of the spreadsheet should carry the column's title, which could be first name, last name, etc. Some schools have their record slated as full name, so they don't separate first name, last name, and all of that. If that is the case, see if you can try somehow to separate the names, because Cosine is expecting separated names, so it can treat each name as an entity in and of itself. Some schools will have much more columns to go, but Cosine only needs a few. What Cosine needs is the first name, the middle name, the last name. The middle name is optional, of course. It needs the gender. When gender is absent, it just assigns them as non-binary. It also needs the parent email. It doesn't need any other information, just this first four that is shown on this particular spreadsheet. In the spreadsheet you get to work with, they might be arranged a little differently. They might be named a little differently. It could be sex, it could be gender/sex, it could be contact email, it could be anything. This could be surname. It doesn't really matter. When you're uploading the spreadsheet of Cosine, you will have the option to map them against their corresponding feeds in the database. So parent email are very helpful, but it's okay if they are empty. But the names cannot be empty. Each row should have a name and a last name, a first name and a last name. The parent email should be filled, because that's the only way you can connect the parents to the child. But if it is empty, it will not hinder the admission, the enrollment in any way. So this is how you should structure the spreadsheet for each student. And when you're done, you would want to export it or download it as a CSV file, because Cosine only reads CSV files. If you download it as Microsoft Excel, Cosine will not be able to read it. So currently, the application can only read CSV files. So you want to download this particular spreadsheet as a CSV file. So once it is downloaded, as you can see here, you would have the option to, you would have the option to send it to the mobile device that you're using to onboard the school. You can send it via any means you want. Bluetooth, you can send it to them via WhatsApp if you have a WhatsApp web connected to their laptop or anything, as long as you just send it. And please remember the name that you used to save the spreadsheet, because this is what you will see when you're trying to upload the spreadsheet. That is it on how to format the batch enrollment spreadsheet. And I'll continue walking you through how to batch enroll students. Okay, let me show you how to enroll new students to a school that you've created. You can enroll individual students, which means enroll them one by one, or you can enroll them in batches, which means enroll all the students in the classroom all at once. Now, to enroll new students, you will find the action button here, this plus right here. When you click it, you will see the option to enroll new students right at the top. Now, this option is only available to admins, so if a teacher is added to a school, they will not be able to see this button, this specific enroll student button. So basically, teachers will not have the ability to enroll new students, only admins do. So if you're onboarding a school for the first time, you want to follow this route to enroll their students. So if you click here, you will be asked to select a classroom to enroll the student to. If you remember, when we were formatting the spreadsheet for students in the class, we formatted the spreadsheet for nursery 1A students. So we would want to enroll those students that we formatted the spreadsheet for into nursery 1A. When you want to enroll students, you usually get the option to enroll one student, because this is particularly helpful for schools during admission seasons. But you can also enroll multiple students in case you're onboarding the school for the first time and you need to enroll all the students in a classroom in one go. So if you click enroll multiple students, you will get the option to upload that file that you downloaded. That's the CSV version of the spreadsheet that you downloaded. So if you click that, it will open up the storage, the file explorer of the phone you're using. And if you remember, I suggested that you transfer the downloaded CSV file to the phone you're using to onboard. So we named that file nursery 1A students. So in your own case, you might see several files here. This is an iPhone Outlook. The Android Outlook can be a little different. In your case, you might see several files here. Please pick the one that you want to enroll for, because if you enroll the wrong students into the wrong classrooms, you will have to do it all over again. So when you enroll nursery 1 students here, you click that and then you select the nursery 1 students. The cosign automatically counts the number of students in the spreadsheet, so it gives you the number here so that you will have an idea of which how many students you're enrolling at this time. After that, then you can map the spreadsheet columns. If you remember the columns on the spreadsheet, we had first name, middle name, last name, gender, parent, email, etc. The name that you use on the spreadsheet doesn't really matter much as long as you can remember what they are for. Then you can map them here. These columns on the right are what cosine is expecting values for. So when you pick on the left which one should match with the first name. So the first name on your spreadsheet should match with the first name on cosine. The middle name or the middle name on your spreadsheet should also match with the middle name on cosine. The last name on your spreadsheet should match with the last name on cosine. If this is surname, you match surname. This column on the left, the rows, the options on the left reflects the title of your spreadsheet, the first row on the spreadsheet. So cosine, the gender's field is expecting gender, obviously. In your spreadsheet, that could be sex, that could be anything. Then the parent email should take parent email. Again, in your spreadsheet, it could be anything. Once you've finished mapping this, you can just double check. I'm sure you get it. Then you can hit continue. When you hit continue, it imports the student and it gives you an opportunity to preview everything. So on the preview, each student will be isolated as individual cards of their own, specifying their full name, the gender, and the parent email right here. So if something is wrong, these cards are going to tell you that something is wrong by highlighting that particular student record as highlighting it with a red border. So it tells you that there's an error with this record. Maybe the email is not properly formatted or the name is not properly written and all of that. Please ignore the emails. I specifically wrote the emails wrong so that we don't send an invitation to somebody. So you have a second look, take another look at it to make sure everything is okay. If something is not right, you can click a card, which is a student record, to update it. When you click it, it goes like this. You see the student name Leo. So maybe I want to add a middle name. Let's say Anthony, another Anthony middle name, and the gender is not non-binary. It is actually a male. You select male, and then you can add the parent's email if you want. Let's say the parent email. Let me add my email, ao.oj@gmail.com. I would update it, and you see it here. It has been updated. So Leo Telmore is now Leo Anthony Telmore with a parent email included, and the gender has been updated to male. So you can do that for each of this, but this is just a preview. Before you finalize the enrollment, it just gives you an opportunity to take another final look at things. So once this is done and you hit enroll 25 students, the enrollment happens. So let's watch for a minute. There you go. You see all the 25 students have been enrolled into Nursery 1, and the parents has been invited to follow their children's educational journey. You see, it's actually very straightforward, not very complicated, and that is it. You have successfully enrolled 25 students into Nursery 1 all at once. Whew, okay.